The next movement is step up, deflect, intercept, and punch. Facing in this direction, the movement looks like this. And essentially has many components to it. The first one being coming from here to here. Now both hands again turn. So again, if he's grasped my wrists, that type of an action. Again, you say he grabs to the body. Again, you grasp. I take him out with this. This hand comes in and up to lock the arms. Now from here, I can attack here. I can break the arms, or I can follow through with the movement, which is bringing him up and over and controlling and striking. So the action, the way most people do it is he punches, they do this sort of an action, parry and strike. Okay. In this particular form, in Willian Chen's form, this step up, deflect, intercept, and punch has a more of a brush knee palm in the left hand as opposed to the standard middle palm. It can be used to counter. If he grabs my arm with both hands, I coil up. I come around. Now his elbow's locked. I can reach around like this and break the elbow. I can bring him down slightly as he starts to turn around. Bring him back in. Depending on how he's going, you were too off balance to even continue. But again, you grab, I coil up and around, break the posture. Now here, if he goes to stand up to get out of it, if I want to let him up, I can then follow his elbow bend and boom. So as he goes to bend his elbow to correct it from the locked position, you see, I follow it. Sorry, that was more of an actual real type of movement. Because you went with it, I followed, sorry. As I lock the joint and he goes to bend it back, I follow it with this palm, pressing down into it out of his center. In other words, not into his knee, but outside of his knee. Then this comes down. I just pushed, but I could have punched. So it could be used that way too. It can also be used, this right foot is an empty foot. In many versions of the Young, they'll actually show that. It's more concealed in this particular version in that you don't see it. But this foot here can kick to the shin or the knee. Now as you see, it's kicking on an angle. The way it comes up and around, it turns the leg around so that you can lock out the joint. You can drop into it at that point in time. You know, I don't want to, and hold it there. Let me just hang up. You can lock it out that way. In terms of like a boxing type of action, you could throw that type of thing where you just throw like an overhand right, a kick, back fist punch, kick. It's just a quick sequence of movements. So I'm fond of this sequence. Now when I come around here, if this hand is in my center, his elbow will be right there. I don't have to look for it. But if I have this hand out somewhere else, it's not going to be in the right place. So you want to make sure you keep your posture together.